Hey everyone! In this video, I'm gonna tell you guys how to play Jayce against Malphite or any similar tank matchup in the top lane, and also explain my decisions throughout the game. My rune's choice for this matchup is Conqueror because I'm gonna play more of a fighter build instead of lethality, and sudden impact to help reduce enemies' armor. Just note this rune only activates after using the hammer Q. Second wind to help sustain in lane because Jayce has 0 sustain, and finally honey fruit to sustain even more, although I forgot to swap it with demolish because my plan on this game is to split push. Anyway, honey fruit's still a good option. Here's my plan on how I should play the laning phase. The first thing to consider is the enemy jungler rotation. Most junglers don't think about their clear path, so most Wukong players start from the red side to blue, as it's the fastest way to clear the jungle camps and get level 5 as fast as possible to be able to gank with ultimate, but this Wukong didn't do that. I'll explain why in a bit. Anyway, my point is, tracking the enemy jungle is very important to know when to play aggressively in the lane, especially when playing top lane, so always keep that in mind. The second thing is how I should play against Malphite. This is very simple. In the laning phase I win all trades at any level if I spaced myself correctly, so my goal is to play as aggressively as I can. After the laning phase ends, I'll look to split push more than team fighting. This is why I picked Jayce into Malphite after all, because Malphite can't defend turrets against Jayce, and if he leaves to team fight, I'm just gonna destroy the base, so this matchup will be so annoying for him and his team. Alright, without further ado, let's start the gameplay. I always start with a control ward to provide me vision and also clear the opponent's vision at the same time. This helps my jungler to gank very easily as he doesn't need to worry about whether the bushes are warded or not. It was better to put the control ward in the river bush, because it will spot Wukong earlier than this ward, giving me more time to react. Anyway, it wouldn't really matter in this game, you'll see why in a bit. Like I said, Jayce destroys Malphite at any level, but it's better to start attacking with melee Q to slow and outrange him with Mercury Cannon. This provides a really clean trade at level 1, just be careful from the minion aggro as they deal a lot of damage. And always try to auto-attack before and after the first ability to maximize your damage output. Somehow he lived and I wasted both my sums and a lot of HP to do that play. Very unlucky start. So as I said in the beginning, most Wukong players always clear from the red side to blue, but this Wukong started with blue, which is the right decision for him because by the time he gets to level 5, he will be near Jhin and will be able to gank him with ultimate very easily and get Zeri ahead, which is much better than ganking me and putting Malphite ahead, although I didn't expect this during the gameplay, allowing Wukong to gank me at level 2 because I didn't have flash. So all lanes are having a bad time, but this game is very winnable because of my split pushing power. See how trading in the middle of a large wave is very bad, but doing this right now is okay, because now I know for sure Wukong is on the other side of the map, and Malphite is not close to getting level 5, so he can't kill me anyway. Always when engaging with Jayce, make sure to push your target away after hitting your abilities to disengage unless you can kill them, so your combo should be Q auto attack E. Without E in this trade I would end up dead. By the way, when playing Jayce, never use cannon Q without E as it deals very low damage and takes so much mana, and it's very easy to dodge. On the other hand, whenever you have cannon E available, always try to poke your opponent by QE combo. Also, if you didn't know, auto-attacking while in melee form restores mana, but in most cases you won't be able to melee auto-attack the minions, because your opponent will have an opportunity to engage on you very easily, so it's kinda hard to benefit from this passive. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming in-depth Jayce guide. Again, Jayce wins Malphite in all-ins at any level, but make sure of not missing any ability, so when he goes for the ward I had the opportunity to engage with the all-in combo. QW auto-attack E, switch form, auto-attack W auto-attacking, E, and get the right angle for Q, switch form, auto-attack QW auto-attacking. I think I would be able to kill him if Diana didn't show up. At this point I was very tilted, but I know the game will be much easier after the laning phase ends. Conqueror Jayce tip. Always try to start the combo with melee form, as it's much faster to stack the Conqueror this way because of the hammer W. Always before Rift and Drake try to stack 2 wards to be able to have vision control on objectives, providing a better coordinated team fight. So after pushing the wave instead of taking some plates, it's much more important to roam and provide vision on the objective. This ward would be much better if I put it on the blue bush, which would provide much more vision, and I know Wukong was on the top side, so it's safe to ward there. Unfortunately, I couldn't react in time and flash Malphite ultimate. Because of Diana I died again. Since Morgana is bot, I need to cover mid, until she comes back again. Always cover your allies' lanes if they don't need you to fight with them. This is really important to deny the enemy cross-mapping opportunities and take mid-turret plates in this situation. I'm not sure what are Jin and Rockin doing. They should push their wave and stay under the turret. Anyway, I cannot help them if they fight, so it's better to just take some plates in mid. This also allows Zed to rift mid and take the turret very easily. Since Morgana came mid, I can now go back to bot lane. Now I'm trying to push this wave as fast as possible and take some plates before Malphite comes back. Even though I died 3 times, I'm still ahead than Malphite. This is because of the mid to bot rotation and collecting 4 plates. Finally, now I can buy Hullbreaker. After that, I'm looking to buy Manamune to help me scale better later on in the game, because this fighter build falls in damage in late game. Please guys, don't be like this Jin. He is tilted and won a FF because we traded Rift for Drake when we can't even fight on Drake, and we will definitely lose the fight. Not to mention Rift is always better than first Drake, because it provides so much gold, especially before the plates are gone. I spot Wukong on Scuttle, so I take the wave very fast, otherwise, they might dive and kill me. Now I just stay out of vision and away from the cannon because of the Hullbreaker passive empowering the cannon, which will tell them I'm hiding in the bush. Because the next wave is not a cannon wave, I'm able to stay in the bush and ambush Malphite since he is thinking that I recalled he walks up to take the wave, and I was able to catch him completely off guard. Having a Hullbreaker doesn't mean you should only split push. This idea is very wrong. I noticed my team is going to fight to defend the turret and probably they gonna need help, so that's what I did. So I was able to save my team. As a result, we took this top turret, and my allies covered both mid and bot, so we didn't lose anything in return. Because Wukong and Lulu are just gonna spawn, I can't push another turret. Instead I grouped mid because I noticed Rockin was trying to ambush Zeri. If you want to kite the enemy as Jayce, put the gate behind you, and when you cross it hit the Q, because if you put it towards the enemy you won't get the movement speed from it, and probably they gonna catch up to you. Always before recalling, make sure there is no wave for the enemy to take the turret with it, unless they will kill you. At this point there's nothing to do about it, so just better to stay alive rather than dying with the turret. Again, I have Hullbreaker, but I still go to help my team. If I cannot help, instead of wasting my time I'll go to split push, but this time I can help. And the whole point of split pushing is pressuring the other side of the objective when they try to take it, and since Rift already spawned I didn't have time to push the other side. Unfortunately Zed ignored us and continued farming his blue side, and Rockin engaged in a bad time. We couldn't follow fast enough, and I missed up on my engage as well, so we end up losing the fight. This Lulu tried to outplay me by flashing my QE combo, but she doesn't know I don't really need it to kill her. I tried to die executed, but Malphite caught me, unfortunately. Because they took so much time chasing me instead of focusing on the Rift, we were able to take the Drake. That's very good for us because we cannot let them stack more Drakes, and second Rift is not really that useful anyways. I go straight to mid because my team was fighting and in case they needed my help. Once I make sure Jin is safe to defend mid, I go to pressure top lane because Baron will be the next objective. Because Wukong was missing I couldn't push any further. Yes, Wukong was actually on red, so it's better to just rotate mid and help my team before Wukong and Diana do. I was able to catch Zeri off guard, but she had exhaust and her team came on time, so it didn't end up well for me, but we were 5v4 so we were able to win the fight. I was calling for my team to do Baron, but I noticed after that call that my team is actually low, so they probably will die before they take it, so Jin was right in attempting to take this mid turret. Now all of my team are chilling, so I'll be able to push top and destroy their inhib, or my team takes Baron. So all the enemy is on Baron's side except Diana, but I didn't realize that yet, so that's why I was playing a bit safe. I ping my team to retreat because they are 4v5, and if they just stayed alive I would be able to take the inhib, and actually, they played the fight very well and they were able to kill them, and I was able to take the inhib because of my team canceling their recalls. And of course, before recalling I clear as much as I can of the enemy jungle. Drake is spawning soon, and I don't have enough time to push bot. Even if I did have the time this would be the wrong call, because we are so much ahead at this point, so instead of risking losing my team a 4v5 fight because I'm split pushing, I should just group with them. Also, I'm keeping my eye on this top wave. If I had the opportunity and the enemy team was busy focusing on the Drake, I can end the game with my Hullbreaker, although I cannot just go from top lane because Diana and Wukong will flank and kill me for sure, so I take prio mid and wait for my opportunity. And that's how you get yourself an easy win by split pushing with Jayce against tanky matchups, even though I had a really rough early game, but if played the macro game correctly there is no counter for this. So that was it for this video. Let us know in the comments if it was helpful to you in any way, and what would you like to see next. Also maybe check out this insane Camille explained gameplay against Jayce, similar to this video. Thanks for watching, and if you watched the whole thing, you are a beast. We appreciate you so much. See ya at the next one. Bye.